Okay.
All right. Over 96 cents.
Yes.
Fortune favors.
Hello, everybody. Look, this is amazing. That was our debut. You guys are the first ones to see the Brave Girls video. What you guys think?
Amazing.
Awesome. Look, we worked on that a while ago, so we finally got the video, and it was a great surprise. So first of all, we just want to say welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. I see the people are coming in, and tonight is going to be phenomenal, right? It's going to be phenomenal. So I just want to welcome my girls here, Miss Trishelle Williams, yes, and Bobby Robinson. And of course, we got the amazing Damita McGhee, but we're going to bring her up real soon. But look, I'm going to have to tell Dr. Lisa a couple of things. So look, I want to tell you guys why Brave Girls Trade was started. And yeah, there we go. Brave Girls Trade was started as a movement. And so the reason why is because all this amazing information I found in this space, this wealth space that we are in right now, I had never, when I say never, I mean never. I had never heard of any of this information. And I was upset about it. I was upset because of the fact that I grew up past 50 not knowing this information. And so, and when I say nobody was talking about it, somebody was talking about it, but we weren't in the room, right? And so I said, well, you know what? They didn't teach it to us in school. Of course, our parents didn't know anything about it. So how could they teach us anything, right? And so I said, you know what? Since nobody's having a conversation, why not me? Right. And that's how Brave Girls Trade got started. And so it is a movement to have the conversations primarily with women, but we have the conversation with men as well when they would listen. I'll put it that way. You know, they could be a little hard-headed sometimes. But I just wanted to, do this tonight. FranchiseHer was a idea that I know God dropped in my spirit, because guys, we're in this space where we are part of the 1%. We are part of the 1%, and we all can make money, or at least 6 streams of income. 6. And then I'm sure you already got, your other little side business or whatever going on. So, 7. So they put you in the 1%. But guys, I just wanted to just introduce to you a couple of ladies that I want to just share a little bit about their story real quick, about coming into this space with me as well. So Miss Trishelle Williams, look, guys, it's so funny how we met. And I reached out to her through Facebook, and we've been friends ever since. When I tell you, she's been a blessing in my life, and I just love her dearly. But I just want you guys to hear her story, and because it cracks me up every time she tells it. And so you can show them what your T-shirt said too, Trishelle.
Pay me in crypto.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so if you can bring Trishelle up.
Hey, family. We are family. We really are family.
Yes,
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Kathy, for making sure that I was in the room.
Yes.
My story is all about connection and the power of connection. I have been connected to Kathy for quite a little bit of time now. And without connection, which is why we do what we do, there's a lot of things you can miss out on. And so not long ago, my father years ago told me to go buy Bitcoin. I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know what it was. I had no clue. This was like 2017, 16, y'all. I'm not even playing. I didn't even think to pause long enough to even look it up. And then last year, in November, we sitting at Thanksgiving, and he's like, I bet you would have thought you would have been buying some Bitcoin then, huh? And I felt so defeated. Why? Because I didn't even take the time to even go look and see what he was talking about, and which so many people do. They just dismiss it. But I made a commitment at Thanksgiving dinner that anytime, the next time someone calls me and say, pay attention to this, I am going to pay attention. I am going to do my due diligence. And literally I got home and Kathy hit me up, was like, I need you to come to this meeting and listen. I said, okay, what meeting? I turned the meeting on. Let me tell y'all how dysfunctional my brain was. I turned the meeting on just to make sure I was in the room. But I literally got up out of my seat and went in the other room to go look at TV. And then I started hearing them say, crypto, huh? I ran back in the room. See how you be missing stuff if you don't be paying attention? I mean, literally, I sat there and I listened. And when I got off of that, I literally emptied my 401k and bought as many Ethereum as I could. And I said, listen, I am running the race. Kathy, tell me what I need to do. And today I'm here. Pay me in crypto. I'm excited about the community, the wealth community that I am connected to. And I'm so glad that you all are here as well. Welcome.
Thank you. Carol, I love it. I love it. This is one of the best decisions besides receiving Jesus Christ that I have made, right? And, you know, I'm just loving this space. I'm loving this space. So, you know, the wealth conversation has been kind of taboo, you know, with people because people are afraid of it. You know, the only way they know to make money is through a job. And so, and they're afraid to step outside of that comfort zone, and, you know, and do something that's going to cause them to really be wealthy. And then understanding that wealth, that this wealthy space is a whole new is a whole culture by itself. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So look, then we want to bring on Barbara. Barbara, another one we're doing life with. Miss Barbara.
Yay. Gosh.
That's my co-host, guys. They co-hosting with me tonight.
Huh?
I said, y'all co-hosting with me tonight.
Doing life together. This is so awesome. I'm telling you. Almost like Trishelle, back in early November, I get a text from Kathy and she says, call me now. So I was like, okay, because we haven't talked in a while. And so I called and she was like, look, we need to have lunch. Let's catch up. We haven't talked, so let's catch up. So we met for lunch and caught up on some things that was going on. And before our lunch ended, she was like, let me tell you about what I'm doing. And when she told me about I'm Academy and what was going on, I was like, oh my God, I want to do it. And I did that because that was on my vision board for 2020. And I was thinking, okay, Lord, it's the end of the year. I haven't gotten involved in this, so I'm going to roll this over into 2021. But lo and behold, he sent Kathy to me, and I joined the 1st of December and have been loving this space. And I love it so much, mainly because of the educational platform. Because I know that once I learn this for myself, no one can take it away from me. And that's the good part, because I'd ask people, show me how you're doing this. Let me know how you're doing this. And all they would say is, you need to know what you're doing. Okay, can you show me what I need to do? And they were real reluctant in sharing the information. So I was so excited when Kathy brought this to me, and I'm still loving it because I got my portfolios going and I love looking at it every day or every other day and seeing how it's increasing, how, oh my gosh. And getting the new cryptos to buy. I'm just excited about that portfolio, and also with the trading, because it's been so educational and so enlightening and so increasing in my life.
Right.
So thank you, Kathy, for so much for bringing this to me, and I really appreciate it. And I'm just excited about what God has in store next.
Yeah.
And through Kipstro and us doing life together and sharing this with other people and building that wealth, creating generational wealth, and bringing other people into the fold. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's what Brave Girls Trade is all about. We want to encourage everybody to come along, right? Become geniuses like us. I feel like a genius anyway when I could talk trading or wealth conversation and learning how to read money. But tonight, every time I think of ECX or drop shipping or e-commerce or however you guys label it, I think of Damita McGhee. When I tell you, I call her my shero, guys. She is absolutely, when I tell you tonight was phenomenal, it's because of her. Because she is absolutely phenomenal. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's an entrepreneur. She's an investor. Oh my God. And she's a beast at what she does. And when I tell you, I love everything. I love her energy. And I just love her, period. And when we get together, when we see each other, it's just like, just family. We're just like family. So I just want to just thank Damita so much for accepting my invitation to come and talk to us about learning how to make money on the internet, guys. It's the thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. And we want to show you and explain to you how it can be your thing. And then you can absolutely franchise it. Franchise it, guys. Look, let's go. That part. So I want to go ahead and bring up my sweetie pie, my shero, Mrs. Damita McGhee.
Oh my goodness. Y'all listen. First of all, are you kidding? Accept the invitation from Kathy? Of course I'm accepting that invitation. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful because people don't have to be nice. People don't have to give you your roses while you're alive. But I'm so grateful because you are such a beautiful, empowering person. You are creating this phenomenal community. And why would I not want to be a part of something like this? Because you are not competition, sis. You are proof that it can be done. And so I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. So what's up, everybody? Do I continue talking? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you go straight into
it. Okay, I'm ready. I just have to make sure. Listen, all this beautiful, professional, everything going on back here, y'all. We got a producer, everything. I got to learn how to navigate this world. It's a new world for me. What's up, family? You guys, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful to be here. I am, because, like I said, Kathy and this beautiful community, Trishelle, Barbara, you guys are creating something that's so beautiful. And to be a part of this conversation is powerful. And so, you guys, I'm a Christian women's business coach. Just a little bit about who I am. I'm a Christian women's business coach. You know, I'm an investor. I love all things online marketing. I love all things e-commerce. And we're going to have a real conversation tonight, you guys, a real conversation about what it means to use the internet to your advantage. So I'm going to jump into some things and just start talking. And let me tell y'all, I am hot, H-O-T, honest, open, and transparent. So that's what you're going to get from me tonight. I'm real authentic, real laid back. We're going to have a good big girl conversation. And yes, the guys are welcome to. So listen, I'm so grateful for this because 5 years ago, I launched my coaching company. 5 years ago, I launched my coaching company. And you guys, what I have not been able to do in 5 years as a result of this company, I was able to do in less than a week. And that's powerful. That's how powerful this platform is. That's how powerful it is. So check this out. The name of the company that we are with is called I Am Mastery Academy. You can see it on the screen there, lower left-hand corner. Y'all, this is some good stuff. And I'm going to start this conversation. I'm going to get into the details of how we show you exactly how to get into the e-commerce space. I'm going to show you tonight how to become your own Amazon store. We're going to keep it 100. But before I do that, listen, we got to have a mind for something like this. We got to have a mind for success. Because the reality is there are people learning things, y'all, that we never learned. Let's keep it honest. Real talk. There's this book Robert Kiyosaki wrote, and it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All right. And in that book, the subtitle is what's powerful. A lot of people reference the book, but not the subtitle. You guys, the subtitle of that book, go back and check me, is what rich people teach their children that the poor and the middle class do not. I knew I wasn't raised in a rich family. So guess what that meant? That meant there were children learning something completely different than what I was learning. And see, the mere fact that they were learning how to build wealth that I had not had access to or didn't know I had access to, meant I needed to literally re-educate myself. What you are looking at is called the cash flow quadrant. Y'all, that's a fancy, beautiful, colorful pie chart just to let you know how money is divided. So 95% of us, look at this, that beautiful purple section, that nice big green section at the bottom, that's 95% of people. We either work for ourselves, we work for somebody else, okay? Now, Robert Kiyosaki did such a beautiful job explaining this because that 95% of people where the majority of us fall. So don't be embarrassed. Don't be upset. That's the majority of us. That's what we were taught to do. Even as a Christian women's business coach, I work for myself. My husband's worked for the post office for 27 years. He works for someone else. 95% of the population does that. But y'all know we only hold 5% of the wealth. 5. That's it. How is that possible? How can so many people be doing the same thing, but we only own 5% of the wealth? That's because, see, rich and wealthy people teach their kids how to do something completely different. Y'all, they teach them how to be business owners. They teach them how to be investors. It looks like this. So the business owner and the investor, 5% of the population, they hold 95% of the wealth. 5% hold 95%. What? Yes. See, what they have mastered that a lot of us just didn't know. We thought we were doing the right thing just by going out and working for ourselves. But you know what that means? That means anytime we need extra in my house, my husband has to work overtime. Or I need to go get another client. Or I need to write another book. Or I need to create another program. I need to take my intellectual property and figure out how to package it in a way that people find it valuable. But that still requires me. The business owner investor, totally different. They've leveraged things outside of themselves. Like the business owner never has to show up to work. But yet, they still get paid because they leverage other people. See, they have employees and they still get revenue. The investor, y'all, now this is big. The investor does not work for money. Money works for them. You guys, did you know? I did not. Ladies, I didn't know this, that there are people who actually live off the interest of their investments. I never even knew that was a thing. Then when I found out it was a thing, I was like, how in the world can I possibly do that? So what I'm going to show you tonight, y'all, is how to be part of that 5% because they are learning something different than the rest of the population is learning. They are the ones in the subtitle of Robert Kiyosaki's book, learning what the poor and middle class have not learned. And that's what I'm going to share with y'all tonight. So real talk, do you want to have a money conversation? Do you want to learn how to leverage something outside of yourself? See, I Am Mastery Academy is a digital education company. That means that they're going to teach us how to make, manage, multiply, and diversify our income, revenue, and wealth. Now, we do that a plethora of ways, but I'm going to really focus tonight on how you can really use that e-commerce model and how you can use the drop shipping model so you can actually start to amass wealth while you continue doing what you're doing today. Like you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to do any of that, but you can actually start building wealth at the same time. I didn't know I could do that. And now that I know, guess what? We're telling everybody about it. That's why we're having these big girl and big boy conversations. So this is my question for you. Real talk. If I wanted to be a pilot, guess what I would do? I go to flight school. If I wanted to be a lawyer, I would go to law school. If I wanted to be a doctor, I go to med school. Where do I go when I want to learn how to build wealth? It's not a trick question, y'all. You go to iMastery Academy. You come right here. Okay. So let me show you something real quick. I'm going to give you a really nice visual of what wealthy people teach their children that poor and middle class people don't learn. What you are looking at is the way the cash flows into your home. So a lot of people think, I just need more money, more money, more money. If I just have more money, that will solve my problem. No, you need to know how that cash is moving. And this was a difficult concept for me to understand for so long. But now that I got it, I got it. And so the simplest way for me to show it to you is looking at this. So that's an income statement, which says this is kind of the way my money is coming in, income, salary, revenue, whatever. This is how I'm getting money. Right? I have expenses I must take care of. So the poor person on paper, this is what happens. They have a job. They're getting some income. They're getting a salary. It may not be really, really big, but they're getting it. And what do? Y'all, they pay their bills. They pay their expenses. You're looking at it. They pay taxes. They got to pay for some place to live. They got to pay for their food to get back and forth to work, clothes, logical things that we all have to take care of, right? But then this is what happens to the middle class person. We go out, we get a little education, we get an extra degree or two, and now we feel like we're moving on up in the world. So our cash flow looks like this. Our cash flow looks like, listen, I got more money coming in, but guess what I got now? See, I heard about assets and liabilities. I didn't necessarily understand them, but now all my money is going to liabilities. Now, let me stop for a second, because this is a powerful concept that rich people teach their children. Whereas we learn to go to school, get good grades, work really, really, really hard, get a really good job, and work real hard. Rich people teach their children something different. They teach them about cash flow. They teach them the difference between assets and liabilities. See, quite simply put, an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. And so what we do as middle class, now that we've gotten our education, now that, we got a little more money coming in, we're like, listen, we need the right kind of liabilities so I can look good. Like I need the right Mercedes, E-Class going down the street. I need the right kind of house to live in. I need to look a certain way. But what we don't realize is because all that stuff is taking money out of our pockets, they're liabilities. So our biggest expenses come in the form of liabilities, a mortgage, car loans, credit card debt, y'all, and those student loans that so many of us have. And we still got to take care of expenses. We still got to take care of taxes. We still got to take care of, credit cards. We still got to take care of the student loan payments. We still got to take care of food. We still got to do all that. Now, you want to see what a rich person's, cash flow looks like? It's sweet. You guys, they learn very early to put their money in assets. You know why? Because their assets pay for everything. So their assets are things like real estate income, things like, as you see on here, stocks, bonds, Forex, cryptocurrency, intellectual property. And guess what? E-commerce platforms, things that make money for them so they can actually get the income from it. And they use the income from their assets to take care of everything else. They use it to take care of the liabilities. They use it to take care of their expenses. So money is not just coming into their house and going right out. Guess what? They don't use $1 one time. They use $1 multiple times. That's the difference. And that's where the power comes in. Why does this matter? Because see, I need you to have the right mindset about what I'm about to talk about. Listen, e-commerce is one of those things that you can use as an asset. And now that we've opened your mind and you understand, listen, I probably should be thinking about this thing a little different. I didn't understand I should have been looking at assets and liabilities. Now we're about to have a real money conversation because now our mind is open. Do you know that over the last year, oh my goodness, what has happened in retail e-commerce sales has been amazing. This chart quite simply states that it has gone up. The percent of total retail sales. Look at this. In 2019, the percentage of retail sales that came from e-commerce was only 13%. 13%. This year, or last year rather, 18%. This year, 19.5%. Do you know that they project that this number is going to get as high as 21%? And that's just over the course of the next couple of years. But you guys, that equates to trillions of dollars. The numbers on the top of this bar chart means it goes from 3.3 trillion all the way up to 6 trillion. So my question for you is, how can you get a piece of that? See, now I want you to imagine, now that you understand how big e-commerce is, because y'all think about it, how many of y'all had packages from Amazon dropped off at your house? I just got 2 new phones delivered to my house from T-Mobile yesterday. I'm going onto Amazon to get a brand new holder, or what do you call it, a case for a new phone. Like I'm going on there today. So I have an Amazon package in the next 24 to 48 hours. I can't even tell you how often we have stuff dropped off at the house. It's insane. I went back and looked at my history just for Amazon alone for the past year. Y'all, it's ridiculous. We've ordered tissue. Yep. Because when y'all was hoarding it in the store, Damita got it online. Yes, she did. We ordered diapers because my son still is clinging to these pull-ups and will not go in the potty. Yes. We order pull-ups. And guess what? Huggies pull-ups are one of the #1 bought items on Amazon. People are getting everyday items on Amazon, everyday items. So now I want you to imagine that what if you had your own online store? See, an asset is something that works for you constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is an asset, y'all. So while you're sleeping, your store is working. Like right now that we're having this conversation at this very moment, the reality is this: soon we're going to start going to bed. But do you know what? On the other side of the globe, they're waking up. You know what else? During that entire time, the internet never went to sleep. So it can work for you all the time. Now I want you to imagine that you have your own store, but you didn't have to buy a single item to in order to stock it. Listen, as a business coach, one of the biggest problems that I have seen over the last 5 years is this: people, when they launch businesses online, especially when it's something that has a product attached to it, a physical product, the challenge is a lot of people don't have enough discretionary income so they can actually buy inventory low and sell it high. What if you ain't have to have inventory? What if that wasn't even an issue? What if somebody can order a product for you that you don't have in your house? Y'all, that's what drop shipping is. It's magical, it's exceptional, and that's what we're going to show you how to do. The other part about it that's so good is you don't even need to have experience. Yep. We can take you from zero knowledge right now, if you have no knowledge of this, and we can walk you 100% through it because we have you covered. It is an amazing platform, a thorough platform, and I stand behind it 100% because it did something for me that I could not do for myself. It allowed me to get a store up and running in less than a week, and it can do the same for you. Y'all, it is our e-commerce academy, and it is a powerful academy that we have here at I Am Mastery Academy. This is how it works. This is what it looks like. I want you to imagine that a customer comes to your website, they order a product, you don't have it, but you got a connection to a supplier. And so out of the money the customer gives you, you get the product from the supplier, and then they ship it to the customer. I'm about to give you a real life example. My very first sale on our e-commerce store, very first one, I sold this really cute bohemian ring set. I will never forget that ring set, y'all, ever. They say you never forget your first time, and they are right. I will never forget that ring set. The customer paid $25 for it. They were in California. I'm in Illinois. Okay. Now, I didn't have bohemian ring sets sitting around my house. I didn't have them at my home office. I didn't have them in the garage, in the closet, down the hall. You know, I didn't have it any place in a spare bedroom. What did I have? I had a connection to a supplier. Where did I learn it? Right here in the e-commerce academy. And that connection to that supplier, out of the $25 the customer gave me, the supplier sent that item to the customer. Guess how much it cost me? The actual ring set cost $2. Shipping was $3 for a total of $5. I shipped this item to the customer, and it all was automated. But this is what's so priceless. I didn't spend any of my own money to do it. I spent $5 out of the $25 the customer gave me because, see, they paid me first. That's what makes this platform so powerful. That's what makes e-commerce such an amazing platform, period. Listen, look at what it says over there on the side. It says list items that you love or trending products. Now, let me tell you why that's powerful. I remember selling an item, true story. This was crazy to me, that I didn't even understand what the item was, because we have these amazing apps to make this experience even better. Okay. So that are all exclusive only to us right here in the e-commerce academy. So yes, I use those too. I'm gonna make my store better. I'm gonna get my sales higher. And so based off of one of those apps, you guys, I sold a trending product, a product that I was 100% unfamiliar with, had never heard of it in my life. In fact, had never seen it. It was like these little bitty glasses that had these protruding like binoculars on them, like magnifying, they looked like mini binoculars attached to each lens. They hooked around your eyes, and they had LED lights. And I was looking at this thing thinking, who in the world uses these? But it was a trending product. I wanted to test it. Within 36 hours, that product sold. Profit, ka-ching. That's how it works. And then it wasn't even a month later that the dental hygienist who was cleaning my daughter's teeth had those glasses on. I was like, that's who uses them. A dental hygienist. And then a lot of people who do things with little stuff use them. And I had never seen them before, right? It says right there, every time they sell, you make a profit. All truth. Can make profits from multiple items multiple times a day. All truth. Okay. So how do we teach you this skill set? How do you go from zero experience to mastery level in this? You guys, we have a very simplified learning system. Now, let me tell you what a lot of people do at this point is a lot of times you want to go to YouTube. You want to go to YouTube. You want to try and figure it out. Let me tell you what YouTube is. Just flat out. You guys, it's like a puzzle, a 1,000 piece puzzle that for some reason the picture on the outside of the box is missing. Let's just say you buy it from the secondhand store, never been open, all the pieces are there, but the picture is missing. And you get at home like, I'm gonna put this puzzle together. You open the box, the pieces fly everywhere, and you like, who is about to put all of this together? Like, I know all the pieces are here, but where do they go? Now, let me tell you what our system does. Our system takes that puzzle and it walks you through, this piece goes here. It gives you the picture of it so you know what it looks like. And it says, put this piece here. Now this piece, now this piece, now this piece. And it walks you through why you're doing it. And you build step upon step. From our Bible scholars, precept upon precept. That's what we do. All right. It's a beautiful self-paced learning academy where you're going to watch a series of videos and it's going to walk you through a basic level, through an intermediate level, all the way through mastery. And then the other part, this alone is worth the price of entry, y'all, is the fact that you're going to have questions from these videos you watch. You're going to. Okay. And what makes these videos so special, they're not hour-long videos, they're shorter videos, easily digestible, almost freakishly entertaining at the same time. It's weird. It's really weird how much you enjoy watching them and actually doing it because you're executing things so quickly. Now, this is the other part. You're going to have questions. Tonight is not about you knowing exactly what to do when you walk away from this. Okay. Tonight is about us showing you what's possible. That's what tonight is about. Introducing you to a platform that can truly change things for you. That's what tonight is about. Okay. Once you enroll in the academy, you get all the details and every question answered that you need answered. But what I love is this alone, I feel like it's worth the price of entry. This is how it works. Okay. So we take all those videos that you've watched, and now you can tune into live educators. Live. Yes. It is amazing. You guys, we have vetted educators. And what do I mean by vetted? I mean, documentation beats conversation any day. These are documented 6+ figure earners who've earned that much just in the e-commerce space alone. They answer our questions. They train us live. They will review websites. They will give us product ideas. They will tell you what products that you should have on your site, what products you absolutely need to stay away from. They'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? And they're all times of the day, so there's always a way for you to watch it. If you miss it, you can always watch the recording. Listen, a lot of y'all are squeezing this, what we're doing right here, you're squeezing this in. The kids are going back to school. You got dinner. Listen, I still got to cook dinner as soon as we hop off of here, so I get it. I had to pick my son up from band practice, literally picked him up, walked in the door, came straight to the computer. And as soon as we finished, I got to go right back upstairs because we eating tacos tonight. So I understand you are busy. We are inundated with stuff. I get that. But this was designed for you. You. The busy woman, the busy man, you, the one who's trying to figure out how in the world do I have one kid that's not physically in school and another kid who is. This was designed for you because you're busy. Because see, if you could dedicate 1 hour every day of the week, you can kill this. But guess what? If you only got 30 minutes 3 times a week, you can kill this. It's the same thing. Okay. So the real question at this point is what? Okay. You know what? I wanted to share something with you guys really quick too. Want something that's really powerful here. At the top of this screen right here, y'all see where it says PT, RC, CX, TK, or TX. You know what those are? Those are apps that are exclusive just for us, for members of the Academy. So remember I told you I got a product suggestion? I got it from one of those apps. Now, one of the other things that's powerful, see, when we're making that transition from the poor and the middle class to the wealthy and rich, when we're making that transition, y'all, we got a lot of mental things that we need to take care of, a lot of mental baggage that we need to let go of. We got to upgrade our minds just like we're trying to upgrade our wallet, right? And one of the things that will happen is you will naturally undercharge yourself for some products. It's natural. Natural. You know why? Because you're thinking, oh, wait. So because somebody said this, she charged somebody $25 for a ring set that only cost her $2. Like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just charge 10? We don't know that it's a poverty mentality because we're just trying to help people. But let me tell you what I learned from the e-commerce academy. There is a perceived value that comes along with jewelry. So there's a watch on my website, y'all. It is so smoking cold. There's a watch on my website. Guess how much that watch costs? $19.19. That's how much it cost me to get it from the supplier. Now, see, the poverty mindset Damita was like, oh, it's only $19. Let me just charge $35 for it. We have one of these apps up here that will tell you if your price is too low and if you're going to lose money on it. And that app was like, not going to work. You got to raise the price on that, my love. So I was like, okay, if that's not enough, let me bump it up to 40. Not enough. You got to raise that price. It did not give me a signal that the price was good enough until it was at $69. Now, in my poverty mentality, because I just want to help people, if it only cost me $19, why would I charge somebody $69, $70? Guess what? because there is a perceived value that comes along with jewelry. These apps will make you a better entrepreneur, and they're exclusive to us right here in the academy. Y'all, I'm bringing all the sauce tonight, all the heat. So now the question remains, okay, I like what you're talking about. How do I get started? Like, real talk to me. How do we get started with this? It's really simple. You guys can enroll in the eCommerce Academy literally for only $235 tonight. Now, before some of y'all start to have heart palpitations, this is really important. I need you to understand this. This academy, the gentleman who actually created this, his name is Christopher Reed. And do you know when he created this, before he partnered with I Am Mastery Academy, he charged multiple thousands of dollars for this program, over 10,000. And it's worth every single penny. I've been in the online space for 5 years. I told you I did something here that I couldn't even do for my own website. I couldn't even do for my own business. See, when I launched my coaching company 5 years ago, you guys, I launched the website at the exact same time, and it is still not finished. Don't go look at it just to prove it, but it's not. Somehow or another, I still get people that reach out to me from this website that is not complete 5 years later. But I got in this academy. I enrolled in eCommerce Academy. I did exactly what he said, and in 3 days, my site was up and running. When it went live, I made my first sale within 48 hours. That was something I couldn't do on my own. This program is incredible. It is so thorough. I've never seen anything this thorough. And I've been in this online space for over 5 years. So it's $235 to enroll, and then $175 a month to maintain your subscription. Okay. And now you may wonder, well, why do I have to pay $175 a month? Because we're a school. We're a school. And remember, I told you one of the things that I want to help you with tonight is I want to help you start learning how to think with a wealthy mindset, not have a poverty mentality. This right here will be a single-digit percentage of what it is that you earn when you could really build up your store. Okay. And I know you see where it says $110 for existing IM members. That's what we talked about. We got other academies available. So the person who actually invited you and had you register for this, you want to talk to them, because we do have other academies available. And if you enroll in one of those academies, you get this amazing price for eCommerce Academy for just $110. But talk to them. They'll break it down for you. Okay. So let's really push through this last part. This is powerful. Listen, we all know somebody right now that's trying to sell something online. Blinged out purses, blinged out mugs, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. And they're really struggling. They're really struggling. You know why they're struggling? Just because they haven't been educated. They can win here too. They can win in the online space, just like the next person can win in the online space, just like you are going to. But all you got to do is share it. Like, you got to bless them by sharing this with them the same way somebody shared this with you. And so what it looks like is this. You actually are going to refer them. And when you do, and you have 2 people that you have personally referred, and they're active, as long as you got 2 active paying customers, you have a free subscription. So you can enroll today and potentially never pay a monthly fee. Y'all, it's powerful. Now I got to wrap this thing up and close it out with my favorite part of this program. Oh my God. This right here is our profit sharing part of the program. And I would be remiss if I didn't share this part with y'all, because this is where it truly gets powerful. This is where you really get into where you have shared this thing or where you've enrolled, and now it is only costing you a single-digit percentage of what it is that you are earning. See, the reason that this is so important to me is because I took time to do something in this industry where they have a profit sharing program, y'all, I was able to walk away from my job. Now, you don't have to do that. That's what I was able to do when I was pregnant with my daughter, who is now 8 years old. So I have not worked a traditional 9 to 5 in corporate America for over 9 years. And every day I'm grateful. I don't miss it. I don't. How does this work? How does me having a good girlfriend conversation work? It's not. And I get to bless people on a regular basis. So let me show you how this works. Now, this part's not for everybody. I'm honest too. It's not. It's not for everybody. But let me tell you who it is for. If you're the person who over the last year and a half during this pandemic, you have found out that, listen, I did not know that our government could actually force me in my home and literally take away my job because they told us we could not work. And I don't want nobody having that kind of control over my finances. If that's you, it's for you. If you're the person that when you walk by, you see 2 $5 bills on the ground and you're like, oh, I'm going to just get both of them, not just one, to leave that one for somebody else. If you're the person that's picking up both, heck, if it's 2 $1 bills, you picking up both, this is for you. If you're the person that's been praying for something, because times are hard, it's been challenging. You're praying and you're literally on your bed asking God for relief. You're looking for something. You're not looking for another handout. This is for you. If you're the person that literally is like, Jesus, God, I really need something. Let me tell you what he's not going to do, because this is where we get it twisted. We're like, we expect him to knock on the door. I got an extra check for you. Like everybody else in the world just got $250 per child this last time, but you getting $1,000. So here's your envelope with $2 extra $1,000 in it. That's not how it works, y'all. He's not going to accidentally have somebody knock on your door and give you a crazy child income tax credit, whatever them things called. What he did was send the person who invited you to look at this. What he did was pique your interest when you saw it online. What he did was make sure that that flyer rolled across your desk and that you saw it on Instagram, that you saw it on Facebook, that someone texted to you. He made sure you saw it. And then he gave you that little nudge to say, let me get registered just so I could take a peek and see what this is about. That's what he did, right? So how does this work? This is how it works. Share it with one more person. When you have personally referred 3 people to this, and now you've enrolled 3 because of you, just like that, you start earning residual income. Now let's talk about why residual income is a powerful type of income. Let's just talk about it, okay? See, whether you agree with, Bill Cosby getting released or not, I purposely went there. Yes, I did. Whether you agree with it or not, guess what? When they show the Cosby Show, when the Huxtables come on, he still gets paid. They all get paid, all right? That's residual. Y'all, I can't sing. I'm gonna just be honest. I can entertain, but I can't sing. My acting career, I don't know. I'm not sure. What I can do is bless some folks, though. And because we decided to bless some folks, we're growing some significant income. Okay. Now, when you decide to become an IBO, when you upgrade with those 3 people, you now upgrade. It costs $16 and some change to do so. But when you do that, now you're a business owner. See, as a business owner, you don't get customer benefits. So you don't have a free subscription anymore. We pay for our subscription every month. And once again, I'm going to teach you to have a wealthy mentality, not a poverty mindset. So as soon as you do that, you got 3 people. Now you are earning $150 every single month. Now, some of y'all like 150. That's not really that much. Poverty mindset. See, the wealthy mindset says this, well, I was going to spend it anyway. So listen, if they're going to get that back to me, I'm almost spending nothing. I'll take it, right? See here, that $150, we divide everything by the 4 weeks because, see, we get paid weekly every Friday. So tomorrow is residual payday for a lot of people. So that $150 is $37.50 for somebody tomorrow. But there's magic in what's called Platinum 600. So when those 3 people grow to 12, and of course, we will support you and help you do that. When those 3 grow to 12, now you are earning $600 in residual income. And this is powerful because I don't care which academy you enroll in. Tonight, we're specifically talking about e-commerce. But listen, e-commerce costs less than $200 for you to maintain your enrollment every month. You're earning $600. That's $150 every single week, every single Friday. Are you up? Or are you up? You and I both know you're up, right? And it gets better. See, it only took my husband and I 4 weeks to do that. We actually waived our fees so fast. It was like, blink your eye, done. Okay. We shared it with some friends, shared this concept, started earning $600 every single month, the very first month. And then guess what? We kept talking to people. We kept blessing people. And we helped some of the people we bless some more people. And that grew. And 2 weeks later, we hit the next residual income level of Platinum 1000. Where you're earning $250 every Friday. And then from there, we kept talking and we hit the next residual income level of Platinum 2000, where we're earning $500 every Friday. And guess what? We keep talking and we real close to Platinum 5000, where we will be earning $1,250 every single Friday. Now, here in the United States, I know you can be watching from anywhere, but in the United States specifically, the average family with 2 working adults don't earn $60,000 a year. But you could do that here. And let me be very clear about this. My husband still works at the post office. I'm still a Christian women's business coach. I got a beautiful program running right now that I'm so excited about, y'all. I'm actually a student. I'm in school, believe it or not. I'm a student, okay? I run a business. I'm a student. And my husband, full time. We got 3 kids. We making it work. One son who's a freshman in high school that I'm running behind because he got all these activities. And he just started school on Monday. An 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And somehow or another, we're still earning income through this store and residual income at the same time. Tell me that's not powerful. It absolutely is, because you can't tell me that. Everything that after y'all, it's a platinum or a chairman rank. See, as a chairman, you're going to earn anywhere from 6 figures a year to 6 figures a month. Chairman 10 is 10,000 a month, 2,500 every Friday. Chairman 25 is 25,000 a month, $6,250 every Friday. It goes all the way up to Chairman 500. Actually, Chairman 750, where the number is $187,500 every single week. And I know for some people that number is very difficult to accept. But let me close out with this. This is really, really, really important. Listen, the person who invited you to see this, let me tell you guys, this is the thing. They are truly a walking blessing because they're already doing some things and they never, ever had to show it to you. Never. They could have kept it to themselves and they would still be winning, but they wanted to bless you. And that is what makes this so incredibly powerful. They wanted to be a blessing, right? So the real question is, can you see yourself winning with them? And I want to share this really last thing because, see, something happened last night that really put this in perspective for me. I was doing a presentation. As you can see, I do these. Like, I'm in this. I love this. I'm in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody looking at this is like, I want to work, let's run. Let's go. This is what I do. This is who I am. And last night I was coming back from a presentation, picking up my children, my 3 kids. So I get to the block where I make the left turn to turn down my parents' house and see, like, a block back, I saw some police lights. And I knew somebody got pulled over down there. I didn't pay it any mind. I get a little closer, a block closer. I get in the turning lane to make the left turn to go down my parents' street. And just as I'm doing that, I realize these police lights are getting closer and this car is speeding straight towards my car, full speed, like 70 miles per hour, like he's on the expressway. And I realize I'm in the middle of a police chase. And so the car swerves around me. So I know at this point, if I go right, he's going to hit me. I know if I go left, the police car is going to hit me. So I froze. And just behind me, he tears up 2 cars. And it's nothing but God, because I was terrified. And in that split second, what God showed me that I did not truly, fully realize until last night was that in a second, my husband could be a widow. In a second, my children could be motherless. In a second. Why do I tell you that? Because my life flashed before my eyes last night. As hard as that car would have hit me and it would have been a head-on collision, I don't know if I would have lived. It was nothing but God that directed all of that. I'm here to tell the story another day to be able to tell you tonight that, listen, you got to stop playing with the visions and the dreams that he's giving you, because you're not promised. People like to say you're not promised another day. My love, you're not promised a second, because in a second, I saw my life almost change. I saw not my life, but I saw my family's life almost change. There are people who are depending and waiting on you to win, but you scared. You scared to take a step. You scared to ask a question. You scared to put the post online. You scared to start the store, because what if nobody shows up? Listen to me. If God gave you the vision and you on here at the same time, and it's like, man, this seems right. Stop questioning him when he give you an answer and just say yes. It's time for you to just say yes. It's time to stop being scared, because that's not how he created you. It's not. It's time out for games, and it's time to start walking in the greatness you were called to walk in. Take a freaking step. Take a step. Kathy, thank you so much for letting me share tonight. I'm so grateful to be a part of just FranchiseHer and to be a part of the community. I love you. I appreciate you. And I pray that I was able to give some value and really help y'all this evening. Thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Yeah, I was trying to get, girl, that was so good. I was trying to get Dr. Lisa to bring you full force, girl, because we needed to feel all of that. We needed to have felt all of that, because that was so good. So good. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate your transparency. I appreciate your professionalism, just everything, girl. Everybody was just having a field day over here in the comments. And so, yes, I knew what I was doing, guys. You know, it was one of the things, I don't know if you can easily get to it or not, But you know how you wish if you could show that calculate, you know how you was describing how they tell you your profits are not, is good or not. I didn't know if you could easily get to that or not.
Let me see if I can get to it really
I
quick.
just wanted you to show just one of those tools because that is phenomenal. The way that you broke that down.
Hold on 1 second. Y'all be patient with me a little bit.
Oh no, girl, you are good. You are good. This was definitely awesome. I'm glad to see. Okay, Jackie, glad you guys were here. Miss Catherine, anybody have any questions for Damita while she's looking that up? I mean, we're going to end it after this, but I wanted her to show you guys just that one tool, just to give you an insight as to how beautiful this academy is. And when she said that it is all of that and then some, it is. I can testify to that.
It really is. Okay, here, I can share it. Hold on, let me get back to you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that and I'm going to share. Hold on.
Oh, I'm glad to know you. Okay, I see you. I see you, Glennis. Good job. I'm glad you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the example that I gave. You guys can see my screen, okay, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's just say my item actually costs, so it's going to ask me which currency. I'm using the US dollar here, so that's right. So let's just say my item, like the watch that I talked about, costs $19. Okay, so let's say that's it. So let's just say I'm trying to help people. So that's where I put in, okay, I'm going to do $35.99, right? Because I'm trying to be nice about things. Right here, you see what that says? Danger. No, you about to hurt yourself. The margin is only 53%. So it is so beautiful because it's red, yellow, green. So I know this is a problem. It's telling me. And so ROAS, ROAS, is return on ad spend. That's what that sound. That's what that's for. It says this is not good. You need to make more than you spend on ads. If you're receiving anything less than 400% on ROAS, you may be losing money. What they do so beautifully, okay, here is they calculate everything in here. So they calculate like the price of, I don't know, like all the little miscellaneous fees. It's calculated into this. So now I'm gonna try again. I'm like, okay, it's telling me $35.99 wasn't enough. I'm gonna really push myself and I'm gonna take it up to $49.99. What's it telling me now? See how it went yellow? Y'all see that? It's saying, listen, your ROAS is 2.62. There may still be some room for improvement. So it's telling me you're going in the right direction, but you're still not there yet. So now I'm going to take this up even higher. Let's see what happens when I take it up to $55.99. See that? I'm still yellow. You guys see that? And you would think I just increased that $10. It's still not right. What this is doing for me now, this is not exactly what they designed this for. But y'all, I'm telling you, it helped me with my poverty mentality because I saw my motivation for how I was pricing these things. I wasn't pricing as an entrepreneur. I was pricing as a consumer. Like, I'd like to buy this watch for $35. Well, guess what? You're not going to make enough money. So let's just mark this thing up, right? Look at that, $69.99. Watch still cost me $19. Shipping still $5. I'm trying to get my 20% profit. Look at that. Nice work. Red, yellow, green.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what does ROAS stand for again?
That is a good question. It means return on ad spend. One of the things that you're going to learn in the eCommerce Academy, y'all see it all the time. Y'all see stuff following you around everywhere. Like, let's just say, listen, Team McGhee is complete. Damita is not planning on having not one more child. Okay. Now let's just say a good friend of mine has one. And I go ahead and I type on, I'm looking for baby girl infant stuff. What happens? You and I both know all the stuff that pops up on your timeline on Facebook, all the stuff that pops up on your timeline on YouTube, everywhere. Now you're seeing all this baby girl stuff as if you want to buy it. Right? But they see your behavior. They see what happens. And so what we learn how to do is the same thing. We get to follow people all around the internet. So anybody that clicked on that watch on my website, oh, I know about it. And I'm following you everywhere. And so now what happens is they teach us how to actually create ads on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Google. They teach us all those things. And now you can reach out to so many people for such a small amount of money in ad spend, such a small amount. Facebook is amazing when it comes to ads. You can follow them everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right return on that ad spend. Did that help?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So was just looking at the comments. Dr. Lisa, I was asking you to bring Trishelle and Barbara back on so we can close this night out. So you guys have any comments? What do you think?
Listen, I am so ready to get me a store and like, let's do this. Let's
Oh my
get this
gosh.
extra stream of income. Come on now.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Damita. I am ready to get my store up. Let's go, Trishelle.
Let's do this. Let's do it.
Let's go, ladies.
Yeah, so no, that was awesome. I was trying to see were there any questions. There was one. Can we see your website? So if you want to share your website, Damita, we can just you can just tell it and I can just or type it in the comments.
Let me tell y'all what I'm not gonna do. Y'all asking for my store website? Y'all gonna mess up my
That's what they asking for.
I can't do that. Let me tell you why. That's a great training opportunity. If I give you guys my website, what's going to happen is it's going to flag you. Remember I said we follow you all over the internet? It's going to flag you as somebody that's interested. And you're not trying to buy that from me. You're just trying to get tips. So no, I will not give you my website. That's why. Because people are going to ask you to do that when they find out this is something that you do. But what happens is it starts to flag those people as someone who's potentially interested in purchasing from you. And when that happens, it messes up your pixel. It completely messes it up. And now when you're trying to do ads, it's showing people who really aren't interested in buying anything from you. So that's why we don't do it. That's a great question, y'all. I'm glad you asked so I can share that. So don't go around. Right, Dr. Lisa. Yep, wasted ad dollars. Tell them the truth.
Right. Tell them about it.
Don't y'all go around once you get your site set up, sharing it with everybody because it's going to mess up your ad spend.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's cool. So guys, again, thank you so much. I thank everybody for attending, joining us tonight for Franchise Her. And so guys, we probably do one of these like every once a month. And but starting next Thursday, we will be having every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I have to remember to go back and fix my flyer. So we're going to be doing something called Multiply Her. And so Multiply Her, that's what we're doing. That's what we're learning. So how are we going to learn how to live off our interest, off of our wealth and learn about wealth. So we're doing what the word tells us. The word God told us to be fruitful and multiply. Yeah, most of us, like Damita already said, Team McGhee, she done. No more. So look, but that means, guys, but that doesn't mean that we don't continue to multiply. That means to produce something. We need to go out and produce some things and make some monies, make some residuals, making some all of that. And we can do that all right here at I Am Academy. So, guys, thank you so much, Damita. I appreciate you. You all have an amazing night. And any last words, Damita?
You know what? Just go kill it. I just don't want people to be afraid. When I tell you my life flashed before my eyes yesterday, I meant it.
Yeah.
And I woke
oh my
up
God.
with a renewed sense of what am I waiting for? I act like I got everything under control. And God just showed me right quick, oh, you think you do? I run this. And so if he gave you that vision, you got to stop being scared. You got to dig down. You are connected to some amazing, beautiful women right here. If you need to borrow their courage, if you need for them to continue to encourage you and champion you and cheerlead you, whatever you got to do, stop sleeping on the vision God gave you. It's not worth it. We got babies to save, generations to put in place, like generational wealth to put in place. And somebody needs to see you win because it gives them courage to go out there and take a step so they can win too. It's not about you. It's really about the person we inspire. Just like I told Kathy, she's not my competition. She is proof that it can be done. You need to go be proof for somebody else.
Amen. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much. Barbara, Trishelle?
I'm ready to do life together.
Okay, we doing it, girl. We doing it. All right, guys. So you all have an amazing night, and we will see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.